welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma and today we are going to pick our very last monthly TBR of 2025. It is December TBR time and I have such high hopes and I have such good feelings about this TBR for some reason. I have decided to challenge myself to finish my entire December TBR. Might not sound crazy, but to me, reading 6 books in a month is a lot, especially while I work and have a full-time job. So instead of using our TBR mug, TBR jar, I've decided we're going to let my reading journal pick our books. Now, let me be honest, I have slacked on this reading journal. I started it at obviously the beginning of the year, and honestly, it's my first ever reading journal, so lots of room for improvement. She's not perfect, but we have to acknowledge her existence. We have to acknowledge that she was started and she now has to be finished. So I'm hoping that this will help me get some of those goals knocked off, because I did make some good goals for this year and I don't remember them all, but I feel like we've done some of them and can knock some of them out here. So without further ado, let's crack open the reading journal and pick some reads. Here's the first little page. Also, I have my books laid out in front of me again. If you watched my TBR video from last month, I did the same thing. I laid the books in front of me because I just feel like sitting down here. I'm loving sitting down here. You keep seeing this setup from me. We're just gonna have to deal with it until the holidays are over because the tree is just too cute. So there's 3 challenge pages in here that I think will be the easiest to pick books from. So we're just gonna do 2 books from each page. Our first page is my goals page. Here she is in all of her glory. So let's read what my goals for the year were. First one was read 30 books. I just finished my 29th book. So I think we're gonna beat the 30 book goal, which I set that goal at the beginning of the year thinking that it would be pretty hard for me to get it, but I now realize I'm probably gonna go over it, which just means we can set a higher goal for next year, which is so exciting. Next is finish 2 series. Our third challenge page is my series tracker, so we're just gonna save the series stuff until then. Third is read a nonfiction book. I don't know if I have a nonfiction book on my TBR. I do have a nonfiction book in general, Atomic Habits, and I kind of do want to reread that, so that's definitely in the running. I don't have it down here. I'll have to go get it, but kind of intrigued to read that again. Fourth is blind read a book. Hold on. I bought this blind date with the book 2 or 3 months ago. It's been on my shelf for a while, and you're probably wondering, Emma, have you not opened it? I don't know. And I honestly think I've been waiting for a reason to open it, and let me just say, I think that this being a goal is a great reason to open it. So this is definitely a contender for one of the books picked from this page. And if we pick that, we'll definitely open the book and I'll show you guys what it is. Next is reread a book. I do really want to reread Happy Place. I want to reread Atomic Habits. I don't know if there's another one that I really craving a reread of. Those are kind of the only 2. I'm kind of not really feeling a reread, to be honest. I want to read something new. My last goal was read a classic. We do have one singular classic, and that is Emma by Jane Austen. This has been on the monthly TBR at least once, if not twice now. And I don't know why, but I feel like reading a classic in the winter kind of just tracks. It kind of makes sense. So I wouldn't be mad about this being on the TBR. Obviously, there's only really 2 books that I've picked out to use for the goals page prompts. So I think you guys know what we're gonna do. First book on my TBR is The Blind Date with a Book. This is going to mark off my blind read a book goal. Second book on our December TBR is Emma by Jane Austen, and this will mark off our read a classic goal. Yay! Okay, we're gonna open The Blind Date with a Book at the end, just because I kind of want to save that for the end, So let's go to the next challenge that we're gonna pick books from, and that is my alphabet challenge. When I made the page, I had originally intended for it to be A, and then you write the title, you don't write the A because it's already there kind of thing, and then I just didn't do that, and it just, yeah, she's not cute. Let's just not talk about how awful my handwriting is, and I didn't try very hard. We're gonna try. 2026 reading journal is gonna be beautiful. Just let's not talk about this. So letters I've already used: A, B, C, E, F, G, H, L, M, N, P, R, S, T, W. So that leaves quite a lot of letters. We're definitely not gonna finish the alphabet challenge this year because there are 11 letters. We can definitely pick 2 books. So I'm gonna look at the letters I've left and we're going to see if we have any of those books. Okay, if I'm correct, there are 3 books that would fulfill the alphabet challenge on here. And they're all different letters, which is fun. So the first book we could choose is The View from Lake Como. If a book says the, I just go to the second word because there's kind of no point. I got this book at a sale recently. It was from Buxton. I think that's how you say it. Bucks. It's a bookstore down here. I really don't know what it's about. It's signed, so that's really cool. Let's read the thing. I literally forgot. I think she like goes to Italy to fuel her lost dreams. It sounded good at the time. It was on sale, so I went with it. So this is one option. Oh wait, there's 4. Did I say there were 3 books? There's 4 books that fulfill this. Next is The Unhoneymooners. I think I thrifted this. I did. If it has one of those little things, then I definitely thrifted it. I do want to read this, but honestly, it's a summer book to me, so not fully convinced I should read it right now. Next is Once Upon a Broken Heart. I definitely think this one could match the vibes. There's potential with this one. And the last option, If He Had Been With Me. This and Once Upon a Broken Heart have been on the monthly TBR. They were on it, I think last month or the month before or something, and I didn't get to them. So honestly, out of the 4 options, I kind of want to choose these 2 just because I do want to read them. And these both, again, I don't know why they feel wintry to me, but they do. Okay, so the next 2 books on our TBR, Once Upon a Broken Heart, this will check off the alphabet challenge, the letter O. And If You Had Been With Me, this will check off the alphabet challenge, letter I. I'm like literally so excited. The last challenge that we're gonna be tackling is my series tracker. I started 6 series this year. There's 7 on here. I have the Fourth Wing series on here. I haven't started it yet, but I already put it on here because I have the first one. And I finished one of those. And honestly, I don't even know if it really counts because the one I finished is the like Part of Your World series, and it's really like a standalone trilogy. I count it as a series. I counted it as a win in my book, but do with that information what you will. So I think it's really easy to say this should be my TBR. So I just finished The Court of Wings and Ruin, and I really want to finish the entire series before the end of the year. So I was honestly gonna put this on my TBR regardless. So I think we should just go ahead and go with it. So this is definitely one contender. As for the other ones, I don't have the seconds to any of these books. And like a big part of this is to read books that are actually physically on my TBR. So like Assistant to the Villain, I don't have the second one. Chestnut Springs, I don't have the third one. The Friend Zone, I don't have the first or the second. I read the third one first. And then Powerless, I don't have any of the other books. However, I do have Fourth Wing, which is on the series tracker. I just haven't started it yet. But it's the only book that's like physically on my TBR that's on the page. So I feel like it's kind of have to. So with that being said, 5th book on our TBR, Court of Silver Flames. This will mark off the ACOTAR series on my series tracker. 6th and final book, Fourth Wing. This will also mark off a series on my series tracker. This is also so highly anticipated. Like, I have a million people telling me to read this, so I wouldn't be mad if I like started 2026 with a new series. It'd be kind of fun to like start 2026 reading a series. I don't know. I feel like we did a good job with what we had. I didn't have that much stuff to go off in this reading journal, but I did really want to use the reading journal. My other idea for this video was to do the like blindly picking a book where I wrap them, but I kind of want to save that for my birthday, like my birth month. I think that'd be kind of a fun like twist on doing that, not at Christmas. So now we picked all of our books. I do want to go ahead and open The Beautiful Blind Date with a Book. Let me read you the clues on the book. So it says Victorian era, romance, forced proximity, rom-com, mystery. Like right off the bat, chicken boxes. The next clue is Eloise Bridgerton is your favorite. The third clue is Beauty and the Beast meets Problem Child. It says it has 4.4 stars on Amazon, 3.9 stars on Goodreads, and it's for 16 and up. And let's just take a moment to see how beautiful and like all the fun stuff. I got this like a little antique-y store down here in Charleston, and they have like a bunch of little booths set up with different stuff, and like they had a bunch of blind dates. So I don't know who made this, but whoever did, it's beautiful. There's so many like fun little extras, but we're gonna untie her. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you guys first. I'm trying to like figure out that without looking at it. Closing my eyes. Okay. Do you guys see it? Can you tell what it is? Oh. Oh my gosh, the front cover's cracking me up. White Knight Needed. Why? It's making me laugh. Okay. You know what? Yeah. This sounds really cute and cheesy. I'm gonna be honest, and I might read it. We'll see. I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, obviously it wasn't this. What did you guys think when you saw it? Interesting. I feel so mean. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. With that, let's go over our final TBR of 2025. Our first book, White Knight Needed. Our second book, Emma by Jane Austen. Our third book, Once Upon a Broken Heart. Our fourth book, If He Had Been With Me. Our fifth book, A Court of Silver Flames. And our sixth book, Fourth Wing. What a stack, y'all. This is an interesting final TBR. Honestly, I feel like everything kind of goes together except for honestly the top two. I feel like Emma doesn't really fit in with these vibes either, but like the bottom four, I feel like those kind of make sense. Maybe not. I don't even really know. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to our very last monthly TBR of 2025. I cannot wait to get to these books. I can't wait to finish out the year so strong. Please let me know what your reading goals were this year. If you got them, if you didn't, your goals for next year. I need ideas because you guys, this reading journal we can do so much better. Like it can be better and it will be better. 2026 is the year of my reading journal. If you guys are interested in seeing me read any of these books, make sure you subscribe and be on the lookout for reading videos. I plan on doing at least a video a week in December. I'm not doing vlogmas or bookmas or anything like that, but I'm gonna try to post a little bit more than usual in December just to kind of give you guys a little extra treat. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon. I cannot believe that was the blind date with a